Hello, hello. Welcome back to Sleeping Sleigh Sundays, or I still haven't decided, but you know, it's kind of good enough name for now. Sleeping Sundays, Sleeping Sleigh, whatever. So we are back to the time loop of Rue Valley, where this guy, I can't remember his name. I should remember his name. This guy is in therapy, and then he wakes up at the end of his therapy session to discover that he's in a time loop of 47 minutes, which is a relatively short time for how long it felt like it was, but I don't know. At least the first time, when he was like trying to get to sleep several times, I don't know what that was about. Anyway, I've explored a bit. I went a bit north in the car. I can't remember if I went south, but I also travelled as far as I could in the car, and found out a bit of family drama here with the motel owner and his daughter, and also there's a mysterious kind of crash. And also I found out about the mother who divorced the father of the motel owner, and the receptionist, and her new boyfriend who's in the bar. So I'm just piecing together things even after 4 hours, so let's just jump into it. I just need to make sure I can hear myself first. And I can't remember where I was heading there, but we are back to the start of the loop. Check out. I can't check out. Not enough willpower. I guess that's that for now. So we have to continue. Okay, let's go. Waking up. Eight. Again. Kind of a late therapy session, but I don't know. What do I know?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Let's find out all we can. Now that I think about it, you can wait until the next session. Actually, I'll have to wait until the next session because I have to go now. Alright. They're not giving me a choice here.
Alright.
Now that I think about it.
That's it for today.
Okay, that's it for today.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay, get up. So I couldn't panic him this time, which is weird. Because last time I wanted to find out.
Of course.
Right. Anything reckless. Let's take the book. Let's take a look at the first couple of pages first. Alright. The gorgeous lady in a tight dress is still here, holding a gun. Alright, take a look at the first couple of pages. The first page bears the usual book blabber. Publisher, printer, copyright owner, international standardized book number, all the boring stuff. The second page has the author's dedication to Rosemary and her tea. Without both, this book wouldn't exist. Alright. Below the print, scribbled it by hand, to Gideon. Good fun. You need some of that in your life right now. And an illegible signature. Okay. How comes I was able to read it the first time? I don't know. Open the random page and see the first sentence you see. Okay. You had to stumble upon a bookmark somewhere in the middle of the book, as good as any place to start as any. With a deep sigh of pleasure and relief, she slid off his sweat-drenched body. Ooh. I didn't even know I was reading smut. Right. You're not sure what's happening or why, but that's how it is when you start reading a book in the middle. Right, better not spoil it. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, read the blurb in the back cover. Lillian Miller is a decorated veteran detective of Grey City PD. When several prostitutes are found dead, horribly mutilated in poor areas of the city, Lillian volunteers to go undercover. The hunt for the serial killer will send her into a spiral of fever, romance, mystery, and self-discovery. Right. Read the blurb on the back cover. Now, have I done that? Haven't I? Yep. Inspect the book. The book must be old, given the yellowed and well-thumbed pages. The cover is wrinkled with use. The print's flaking off in places. Right, let's take it. Right, now let's find a calm and comfortable place to read this gem. Can't wait. No way I'm reading this straight. I'll read it ironically. Okay. No time to look at myself in the mirror. Even though this is more than 1 minute's worth. Hang on. Let's do it anyway. A stranger who looks exactly like you is looking you straight in the eye. Open the mirrored cabinet. Toothpaste, a roll of toilet paper, and a bottle of whiskey. Look at the label. An illustration depicts a stoic armoured warrior, icicles clinging to his moustache, as he stares blankly through the bottle clutched in his bare frozen hand. Below the figure, in purple, an old-fashioned font says, "Numb Night Sour Mash." The recipe stays the same, 40% alcohol by volume, 80% proof. Take a few sips of whiskey. Okay. A strong, harsh liquid fills your mouth after you swallow it. A dark, nutty and salty flavour beneath the undertone emerging. Leave the bottle. Okay. Now let's kind of meet the receptionist drunk or something. Okay, can I leave now? Or am I too drunk to figure it out?
Spit it out already!
Right, let's just help her out. Not coming closer until the angry woman leaves. Okay, let's talk to her. Fix vending machine. Maybe I can help. She looks at you suspiciously.
Sure, give it a go.
Okay. Fix vending machine. Make her coffee. After you put the sequence and the machine awakens, you insert the coin, press the button, and as soon as her freshly brewed cup, and soon hand her the freshly brewed cup as the inviting scent fills the air.
Wow, nice. I don't know how you figured it out, but thanks so much.
Okay. She takes one long sip from the plastic cup and savours the moment. Fiery sky. Have you ever seen the sky suddenly turn red in these parts?
You mean when there's a rocket launch?
Oh, is that what it is? What? She looks at you in the face, noticing your confusion.
You must have heard of Coral Destiny, right?
Not really.
Well, Coral Destiny operates a spaceport not too far from here. And when there's a rocket launch, you can see the whole sky ablaze with this mesmerizing red hue, like a portal to another world.
Okay, what if it is a portal to the world? Another world? Where he's never going to get back to his original timeline.
Even from here, it looks amazing. And your timing couldn't be more perfect. There's a launch scheduled for tonight at 8:45.
Interesting. About 2 minutes later, we get the phenomenon.
Unless...
Unless...
Oh, they may call it off because of the storm, but I doubt it.
Okay, that's a way to stop it. She looks towards the dark clouds gathering on the horizon. They may call it off because of the storm. I doubt it, yes. Let's try and say it how she. They may call it off because of the storm, but I doubt it. Are you going to watch it? I have a feeling they won't cancel it.
Hey, I like your attitude. And here, I thought you were one of those doom this, gloom that kind of guys.
Core Destiny. What do you know about Core Destiny? I'd like to think I learned a thing or two in my 11 years there. Well, she was there for 11 years. She sees the confusion on your face and giggles, but there's no malice in her laughter. Oh yeah, I worked there. Damn it, worked there. Worked. It's kind of tough to get used to this new reality. Talk about. Tell me about it, I mean. Absent-mindedly, she scratches her jacket where the company patch is sewn into the fabric. Oh, feel bad. So what did you do there? I don't understand what the company does. What's up with the company name? Let's just ask her about her this time round. So, what did you do there? I'm an engineer socializing in automation and robotics. I was also training to be an astronaut, but she makes a tight lips tight She makes lips tight gesture. Zip. That's all I can say. Destiny had me sign some book-long NDAs. I don't think I understand what the company does. They probably want it that way. Well, you must have been living under a rock, then. Miss Holmes has been preaching about it to everybody who wants to listen, and plenty that don't. Like our, elderly Congress people. The ultimate goal of the company is to establish a colony on Mars that will trade resources, mostly rare Earth stuff, with Earth until we can establish self-sufficiency and until the colony is set up. Well, anything they need to do to get us there. What's up with the company name? It makes sense when you think about it. Mars is our destiny. If we want to survive and thrive as a species, it's our first stepping stone, colonizing the whole solar system, and then she shuts her lips so fast, and you can almost hear her clap. Sorry, I'm kind of even gender-guising here. Miss Holmes always insisted that every one of us should be the company's ambassador. Ambassador? It's kind of hard to get out of the mindset, you know? Miss Holmes named the company, as I said, Mars is our destiny. Destiny. And the planet's red. So, there's where the coral comes from. I guess that's her favourite colour. She often dresses all in coral. I'm reading it really, because I'm half trying to mimic her voice, but no, it's not possible at the moment. So, why don't you work there anymore? You know, I don't really want to talk about that. Still sorting things out. Sucks to be fired. I should know. Can't be easy to be unemployed. Not in this market. He just says first one. Thanks for the sympathy. She gives you a cold smile. You know, people here around here just don't give a damn about Cold Destiny. I mean, they don't actively hate it. I mean, those that don't actively hate it. I guess when you're living in such close proximity to the future, you get kind of desensitized. It is nice to talk to someone who cares. Right. Okay, she's not. She acted totally differently. I mean, I know it's a game, but I don't see how arriving early would have made her act that differently. Anyway.
There's nothing you can do to help me? How about check the repair log or...
Let's just sit down and read the book this time. Wait, why can't I do the book?
A supervisor. Sure, put them on.
Okay. She's talking to whoever she's talking to. I know that she will end up the call eventually, but let's see when exactly. We'll find out the time, the exact time.
Misheard? No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. I'm not... Sunday or later? That's... No. This is such a waste of time.
Okay. That's it. That's the line with which she ends the call. Exactly at 8:10 p.m. See what else happens. It's quiet here when the girl's not on her phone call. You wonder if anything will break the silence. Anything other than you. I'm taking this as a break from the loop, I guess. Soon after you hear footsteps coming from outside. Jason Burns is talking with the receptionist. Wait and observe. You already know when the girl enters her call and when the man enters. I didn't know when he entered the reception area. I have no clue. But let's see when he leaves. Wait, how did I know when he entered the reception area? The conversation seems to be coming to an end. Let's see what happens if I answer the call. He leaves the reception area unsatisfied. Why didn't I eavesdrop anyway? Through the window you can see him heading on his bicycle and riding off north. We know he's going to the bar. Back to the phone. Your ears are pierced by a ringtone that you swore you changed years ago. Well, I know. Answer the phone.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
I know, I've heard this before a lot of times, but not this time around, so I'm just checking. Percy's voice is intermingled with static. You are.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
That sounds great, Mr. Rugger, but I have a question first, if I may.
But of course, Mr. Harrow, I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service, as they say.
What can you tell me about Coral Destiny?
Coral Destiny? Mr. Harrow! I'm pleased and excited about your unexpected questions on this subject. They train our brains to always be alert, like a meerkat.
Like a meerkat, eh? I guess they are an insurance company.
Now, where to start? A corporation dedicated to the study, exploration, and colonization of space, starting with Mars, saving humanity, billions of dollars in value, eccentric owner, that type of thing.
An eccentric or owner can mean a great many things.
You must have led a very secluded and or busy life if you don't know anything about Elise Watson, Mr. Harrow.
Let's say I did.
This line is far from secure, so I'll just say that privatizing big state-owned businesses runs in the Watson family.
Okay. He's paranoid.
Unlike her dear father, Miss Watson rarely appears in public, but when she does, she always speaks in such a low voice that she's barely audible.
That might require some finessing later on. We'll see.
Couple that with her plan of getting humanity a new home in this unique moment in our history, the whole our cradle but not our grave, and you get a mysterious aura of great vision and leadership. Now, I suggest we get back to the matter at hand.
No, I'm here to waste time.
If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
Consequences? Like what? Not secretive. What? How is I'm not secretive anymore? Hang on. Is my... Maybe I'm drunk and... Interesting. There's things that can alter your personality. I am drunk. We have to try it. Are you referring to my psychotherapy here in Rue Valley?
Mr. Harrow, let me be frank with you. I have no idea where this true valley of yours is, but we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation.
He doesn't know? I doubt it. I think he does know.
I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want.
Cut the bullshit, man.
Stop you from getting it.
Come on.
So I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation?
You know why? You know why I like time loop games? Because in a way, they're kind of a reflection on real life, like every day, but people may change slightly along with you, but sometimes if you don't do anything, it will just repeat the same. And time loop games kind of remind me of that. Not that I need reminding. So, I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation. Alright. Let's see how far this goes.
Now that's what I like to hear. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, you truly are a man of action.
I truly am.
I'll write down your general consent here and forward your case to my colleagues in our paralegal department. They'll contact you shortly.
Okay, not shortly enough, I'm afraid, but...
Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a colossal pleasure talking with you. Juice!
Before you have a chance to say anything, the phone line is already dead. He should see that coming. Stand up. Stand up for your rights. Hang on. kill some time with the book. Until the leap ends. Let's see how much I can read. After the obligatory special thanks, author fingers tremble as she took a cigarette from the case and lit it up. Maybe the nicotine and burning chemicals will mask the stench coming from the alley. Maybe. In all her 9 years in Grey City PD, she never saw or smelled anything like this. Yep, dead, less than a day, but smells like a week's worth of decomposition. Hard to tell until you find all the body parts. Even Jerry Vedder, the grizzled and nearly retired medical examiner, wasn't left unfazed by the gruesome crime. Blackness started to engulf Lillian's vision as another dizzy spell was coming upon her. Not half as bad as you thought. Maybe you should get comfortable. Seems like it's going to be a long ride. Get comfortable and continue reading. Okay, how much did you get through? Well, I saw the lights turn on. As half decently written words carry you through the story, your internal clock nudges you back to reality. That's enough for now. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. What I want to do here is finish reading the book.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, I have a question. Doctor, can I talk to you about core destiny? His eyebrows lurch upward in an already too familiar gesture. The doctor must be confused by your sudden interest in the corporation, or is unwittingly expressing his discomfort. Of course you can, Mr. Harrow. Though it took me by surprise. Your interest is perfectly natural and understandable, seeing as the star base is run right here in Rue Valley. As part of my full disclosure policy, I have to tell you that I worked there for a number of years. I can't talk much about my work or time there, courtesy of a folder full of NDAs I had to sign. So, with that limitation established, what do you want to know? Alright, that kind of was goofier than I thought. So what can you tell me about your work there? Yeah, I'm very good at keeping secrets. Something you want to admit to your therapist, but let's go for it. A trait that won't do you any good in our sessions, Mr. Morrow, I might add. He gives you a long look, bushy eyebrows almost dancing above his hard yet warm eyes. Despite your being tight-lipped, I'm afraid Core Destiny's legal team would enforce the mentioned NDAs to the letter, and I would like to avoid bringing ruin on myself. How far away from here is Starbase 1? About an hour or so away. if you're a particularly fast driver, hour and a half. If you take the company's shuttle. What exactly are they working on there? Oh, many different things. From new rocket propulsion system to water shielding and decomposition, regenerative architecture and soil enrichment, effects of limited living space. But all this publicly available information, I can't tell you anything that you wouldn't have found out yourself. You see?
Anything else?
No, that's all.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Take the book with you. Open the mirror cabinet again. Take a few sips of whiskey. Yeah. Okay, I got that permanent modifier. That'll work. Okay, I can't talk to him again.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Okay, next time. I hope you next time. Let's continue
No,
reading.
the repair tech already came yesterday. Said the internet will be up by noon today. Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
Okay, you and Simon. Let's find out. She used to work at Core Destiny, we know this. Alright. Rocket launch. At 8:47 PM, Core Destiny launches a rocket into space. It seems that the launch will likely happen around here. It's doubtful it has anything to do with a time leap and nothing more than a coincidence. Now how comes it you get engulfed by fire? Mention of the Core Destiny stations are prominent all around here. Jason Burns, right? You saw him at the reception area, talked to Robin. Saw him at cab room, belt completely drenched. Maybe I can offer him a ride sometime. Not in need of Robin. She's on the phone until 8:10. Okay, let's continue reading. Kill some time with a book. Let's try this. I want to see what happens if you haven't finished reading the book. Just start wherever your mind will fill in the gaps. Right. You struggle for a while to find the part where you stopped reading last time. Check if there's any deformities in the paper that would indicate where to start from. Why? It wouldn't. But what if it does leave a permanent mark? It's all part of an experience to be a detective. "5 minutes, that's all the time she has to make herself presentable before meeting Lieutenant Pemberton. Barely enough time to splash some water on her face and then try to hide those dark Dark eye bags under a thick layer of makeup. If the lieutenant sees she has trouble sleeping again, she'll take her off the case. And that's simply unacceptable. The girl is a mess. Remind you of anyone? Nope. Continue reading. Yeah, you just carry on sweeping that stuff under that rug. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, there's lightning. Word by word, you reach the end of the chapter, eagerly awaiting the next one. But enough for now. I want to know what happens if you finish the book. Close your eyes. Yep, right in time. We're just waking up. Wait. Was that showing me something new? And I just interrupted it? I can't tell.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Let's see if I have a new question.
All right, then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office.
Okay. What happens if I try and read in the Twitter? Take the book with you. Okay. Why would I want to drink though? Okay, here we go. Are we leaving? We're not leaving. Come on. You did it. Good job. I'm proud of you, man.
Give me my.
Okay, here we go.
Listen, I know what I'm talking
Let's
about.
finish that.
You're a pair.
What's the rest of the book say? I wonder how many 47 minutes you can read. As the words grab your attention again, the world around you starts to fade. Yeah. Imagine if it counts your loops. That'd be annoying. Fury and wonder intermingle into Lieutenant's eyes. Forget it about it, Miller. It's too dangerous. Forget about it, Miller. Too dangerous, and if the perp singles you out, no one can guarantee your backup will be there on time. Not to mention the other criminal elements. I'd like to know where the smut comes in. Besides, the brass would never attack one of our officers posing as a prostitute. His bald head gleamed in the trembling neon light. Well, soon enough, Ian was too tired to control herself. With a frown, she responded, "We have to do something. This is the 7th dead woman in as many days." That was predictable. Like the whole book. Had enough? No harm quitting halfway through. I want to know how it ends. What's he doing with his hands in his pockets? That jiggling motion. Your thoughts wander off and you can't remember a word from the last page. What? Best take some rest. Is that rest enough? Close your eyes. Right. Wake up. I think reading it drunk is the way to go.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, sure.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
It's solved
And we'll
already.
surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions.
Fake you one turned into a real one.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
I'll try.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
No questions, so I have to go. Okay.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is...
Okay, get up. I just gotta finish this book. Come on. Okay, take the book with you. And you might be better to finish it drunk. It was affecting my reading last time. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. I just want to make sure.
Already. Come on, you thief.
Can I just read it here? Okay, I can read and then wait to see if anything interesting happens. Here we go. And again, distraction from the real world by one without time loops, anxieties, or psychotherapies. Oh, interesting. I saw him coming out. It's raining. Leanne sighed as she walked into the fumes of Dirkside in her tight black dress and high heels. Is that all he read? I mean, I'm a slow reader, but doesn't seem he's getting far in these. Despite having done all the possible research in preparation for her role, her stomach was still clenched like a fist. All of the interviews, transcripts she read, all of the interrogations of working girls she observed couldn't possibly prepare her for the real thing. She could only serve as a foundation to improvise on. No, they could only serve as a foundation to improvise on. Lillian knew she would have to rely on her gut instincts and sharp wit to survive. The call interrupted her ruminations. Hey, new bitch. This is my corner. Find yourself another spot. A tall blonde came strolling through the smog, waving her red purse as a flail. Wow, they really do that? Remember the training, Leon thought to herself. Be aggressive. That's the only way to establish yourself in this society. Oh, that's going to be some arse whooping. Another treat for you in the never-ending chain. Just flip the page and get the scene over with. Let's enjoy it a bit. Without a second thought, Lillian charged the woman, grabbed her neck, slammed her into the wall. It's my corner, bitch. It's my corner if I want it, bitch. No. Then, when you have asserted dominance, offer her mercy. But I don't want it. It's a shit corner anyhow. I don't know how you will make any money here. The woman gasped for air when Lillian released her. A quick flick of her hand and she offered her a cigarette, along with, I'm Lily. Never use your real name while undercover, is what the textbook said. So, Lillian to Lily, that is not that much of a change in name, is it? Is this getting interesting or what? She's acting like a different person, a completely different character. She should have punched the other girl in the gut. She really assert dominance. Right. Let's act like we're enjoying it. Power of impersonation. Someone's hooked, right? Keep reading. Funny how even during this reading loop I had to find a somewhere different by this third one. As the half decently written words carry you through the story, your internal clock nudges you back to reality. That's enough for now. Okay, so is that just normal rocket or is it a fiery death? Close your eyes. Now I'm trying to remember if I remembered correctly. Check out. Still not enough. Alright, so what have we got? Should I take a break from reading?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Now that I think about it, you can wait until the next session.
Alright, you should go and check in at the office. Your room is...
Okay, that's the only quick way out. Until I can still do this. I'll take the book in a bit. Let's open it again. Take a few sips of whiskey. Leave the bottle. Let's leave. And then let's steal the book. No. Alright. Here you go. Steal the book. Jeez. Still blocks. Still impatient, I guess, even if you're drunk. Take the book with you. Reading is important when you're stuck in the time
out
loop.
already.
Kill some time with the book. Let's see what she does. Okay. You struggle for a while to find the last part where you stopped reading last time. Reckless, start wherever, your mind will fill in the gaps. Check if there's any deformities and paper that indicate where to start from. Why would there to be deformities though? I'm still trying to grasp that. It's all part of the experience to be a detective. Now, she really wanted coffee. She hit it so long. What time did she leave as well? Lena felt another blackout coming, but forced herself to take one step after another. The other woman on the street sneered at her and made new gestures. Good. This meant she wasn't accepted. This meant she still wasn't accepted as one of them, but also that her cover wasn't blown yet. Her disguise was working perfectly, and they saw her only as competition, not as an undercover agent of the Grey City DPD. The local pimps still haven't made a move on her and offered their protection, but she has a far scarier predator to worry about tonight. This is getting intense. Seems like the protagonist is getting into some serious danger. I don't care, I just want to finish this. Keep reading. Come on, the writers can't kill the protagonist before they end. Continue reading the book. Word by word, you reach the end of a chapter, eagerly awaiting the next one. But enough for now. He has good pacing, finishing chapters just before the loop. Close your eyes. Check out. Beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. I wonder how realistically they're doing this book
with me,
reading.
Mr. Harrow?
Because what if it takes longer than I have?
All right then, you should go and...
I mean, they're not beyond making shortcuts, like he doesn't stop you from going to the bathroom anymore. I didn't mean to look at the label, whatever. Okay, take the book with you. I wonder if I can try and read here. Nope.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Wait. Actually, I have an idea. This gets hit, so what if I stand here and read? Okay. As the words grab your attention span, the world around you starts to fade. I found a spot to stand next time. Wanna have some fun tonight, darling? Lillian hated herself every time she said those words, but the impersonation had to be upheld. The sleazy, fat, bald head devoured her with his eyes, and she just wanted to run home and wash herself with bleach. Instead, she continued to act. I can make your dreams come true. Maybe you can make mine come as well. What? Blondie came rushing out of the smog before the situation escalated further, and Lillian was forced to do the unthinkable. Lily, come here, right now. Without a second glance at the bald head, she rushed to her friends. They're friends now? Blondie just grabbed her arm and led her deeper into the alleyway, high heels ringing on wet cobblestones. Haven't seen those in a while. They emerged from the labyrinth into a cul-de-sac. The smog parted to reveal a working girl, torn apart limb by limb, lying in a pool of entrails and gore. Above the victim, a name was written in blood. Lilith. Oh, but what does that mean? Maybe she's got multiple personalities or something. Guess you have to read on to find out. Keep reading. Your thoughts wander off and you can't remember a word from the whole last page. Hang on, was it raining last time? Best take some time to rest. Right. You're getting used to this, a fire in the sky, that loud noise, your typical Sunday. It is Sunday, so. But you know what? That car never turned up. What's up with that? The tow truck. You know what? I'm not sure if that book's going to end. But
with me,
the
Mr.
story
Harrow?
is progressing, so let's just go.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check.
Let's find some other places to. Hello, here we go. Take a few sips of whiskey. Leave the bottle. I want to be where
I'll break you open if I have to.
she leaves from. So let's read from here. Okay, here we go. And again, distractions from the real world by one without time loops. There, yeah. Just go. Okay, she just flashed past him. One I read on the tracks. Surely can't be that detailed. With a deep sigh of pleasure and relief, she slid off. Yep, got that. Interesting. Ian's red hair spread all over the pillow, with her fingers fumbling for pick up a pack of cigarettes. She had no idea she would actually enjoy the dangerous, reckless sex. At least it took her mind off the killer and the revelation of her name, Lilith. It made sense that only a woman could commit such heinous crimes. As Lillian wondered, her mind slowly slipped into sleep. There's no point in stopping now. Nothing is more important than finishing this book. Agreed, let's finish this. Read the rest of the book, no matter what it takes. Yes. I must know. We dive deep into the story, and time starts to pass. And pass. And seriously pass. I wonder if they skip some loops. A trickle of blood led her to a pool filled with gory remains. Why is she standing there now? Another dismembered victim. Alright, it's just showing him read in different places, I guess. There, in the shadows, Lillian forced her tired body into pursuit. High heels running on the path of cobblestones again. They could have done this earlier, but I don't know. Darkness of reeking streets all around her. Darkness rising within her, unable to control herself. Lillian falls and continues falling past the cobblestones. Right. Lillian opens her eyes. She's in a derelict building that reeks of blood and feces. The place, the smell, is familiar to her. Right. Everything in Lillian screamed not to open the cabinet. Oh, here we go. Not to face the truth. But there's no stopping now. With creaks of wormwood and wood, instruments used for a bloody murder are revealed. A bone saw, a cleaver, a butcher's knife, above them a mirror. The pockmarked surface shows her the face of the killer. Herself. Her face. Cold eyes of a predator, ringed with dark circles, blood-smeared lips, red hair patchy from being torn out. How did she lose control? How did it come to this? From hunter of murderers to a hunted murderer. We should have seen this coming. Wow. The end. Cynical. Impatient. What? That's it? Meh. Let's be cynical. Nah. But I did spend time reading it, so can't act too cynical. Could be. Keep an eye. Lilith uncovered. Nice. I got a trophy for that. still, what's with that? Time for a ride again. Go to the Cuniper belt. Okay, too late. And there it is. Right, it actually took me an hour to get back into the game. Okay, not enough willpower, no.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, another question. Yes, sorry, but I have to go now.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Oh, let's help her out this time. I don't know how long it was since she last
Spit
had
it
coffee.
out already!
Okay. And I wonder if I can
Come on,
get
you
any new
thief.
information. Maybe I can help.
Sure. Give it a go.
She takes one long sip from the plastic cup and savours a moment. Weird. Doesn't even give you the option to ask again. Okay, go to Cuniper belt. Okay, here we go. Bum bum bum. Don't know about that walk. Actually, I have an idea. What if I try and get in the car and drive north, get in the car and drive south, go to the motel. No, there's no point in doing anything at the moment. Let's see if I can eavesdrop though. Eavesdrop, hide and listen to her conversation. Quick, before she notices you sneaking. She won't see me behind that cactus. She won't see me. Those metal barriers will hide me. Jump into those bushes over there. Metal barrels. Okay, you are not alone here. The pungent smell of stale beer is so overwhelming that it has a presence.
What?
Her grip on the phone tightens, plastic cracking in the process. With the other hand, she spins the token with such fury, you're afraid she'll cause a localized tornado. A brief pause followed while she listens to Richard, daggers shining in her eyes.
I understand that, Richard, but you don't seem capable of understanding my instructions.
What the hell?
I'm going to repeat them one more time and hope they get through all the noise in your head. Here's what will happen.
No wonder they divorced. Robin will accept the invitation. You will make sure that the university will disregards that whole past the deadline issue.
What is it now?
She squints her eyes and wrinkles pop up in an instant. Anger has added dozens of years to her life. Seems like her evening has turned into a real shit hurricane, and she's trying to fend off with an umbrella. secretive. Whatever's bothering her, she should just keep it to herself. Better try and stay on her good side then. Well, no need to take it out on others. She's just speaking her mind. Seems like life is just endless damage control. Let's try and stay on her good side this time.
So, Robin will apply. You will make sure her documents are filed as if the application was sent on time. No. If you stick to my plan, all will be well. If you stick to my plan.
Of course, because that's the only one that will work. The token in her hand stops spinning. She grips it so hard that you see her skin turn red. Besides remembering that smell, it has grown so heavy and rich that you will pass out any moment now. Then the smell will take over your body and venture out into the world. What's fucked up is it will probably take care of your life better than you do. Flee. Maybe I should just let it then. Pretend you're smelling pure roses instead. Maybe I'll pass out. It does not work. You're about to be dispossessed of your own body, such as it is. Before the stench could wrestle control, the core is over with, and with press of manicured fingertips. The time has issued the orders, it seems. Inspiration gained 1. Inventory intention completed. Right. The good old snooping around did prove useful. It grows on you. Good old snooping around did prove useful. It grows on you. You did it once, you will do it again. Once you cross that line, it becomes part of you. She declined an offer to enroll at university. To get everything from Ben, you should find some information that would shake things up. Anita's car is at the gas station. I guess I should try and find the gas station. Walk down the road. Phone call's not going to help. No help. That is soaked. Okay, here we go. I wonder if I have to break into Jason's room at any time. And I realise I still don't remember the character's name. Okay, what's this? K Family Ranch. An old spring hangs motionless, suspended in time. The chains creak ever so faintly in the breeze of the salt seat, having been torn from one of the chains, refusing to sway. It reminds you of many things: an old painting, a childhood with innocence and joy, a chance to prove myself. I'm curious. I don't need an entire swing set to feel that rush. One seat is enough. What? Not exactly the pinnacle of comfort, but it does the trick. So long as I keep the grip on the chain and just trust the shaky plank beneath me. Funny, I never did realise how much I needed this. I spent far too long getting behind various straps. Too long. Let's say this. Keep that momentum. One rope, no seats somehow is enough. And if this broken seat can spark a single moment of relief, imagine what else can seize out there if we just hold on tight. This feels like daydreaming or hypnotism, maybe, in the therapy. We're going to run out of time soon anyway. Even here on the front porch, you can hear music blasting from somewhere inside the house. Everyone's having the time of their lives. The door looks brand new, unlike the rest of the accumulation of crumbling stone and rotting wood that could have been called a house. Once still, there's no doorknob. Try not to ring the doorbell. Surprisingly, it works. A large cowbell hanging above the door rings in unison with the electric one inside the house. But nothing happens. Surely no one inside could have heard you. Not with the party raging somewhere in the house. Try knocking. If I heard a knock, but if I hadn't heard the doorbell, what makes you think a knock would have reached him? I guess. Okay, let's check the other direction then. Come on, I thought there was something there. With the way time works in this, I can spend over 7 minutes just wandering around. You find an unusually strong Wi-Fi network for a place so remote. It's puzzling. Long name only adds to the mystery. The signal practically pulses through the air. Its password protected naturally, but its strongest strength feels almost deliberate, like someone intentionally overreacting. Okay. What have we got? Its lopsided form creaks in the wind, threatening to break free of the last fragile link.
Hello?
Hey, he's Ben, not Richard. Wait. What? I have a couple of questions about Anita.
Yeah, well, I got more than a couple of answers, none of them good. Let's keep this short, please.
Well, That was easier than expected. You didn't even have to assume false identity. Why did you get this voice? What's she also controlling? Anita's super pissed off tonight. You know what from? Anita's pushing Robin to do her bidding. Is Anita pushing Robin to do her bidding?
Yeah, Nita's doing Nita things. Robin got my hard-headedness, so she's fine.
You feel as if every question hooks him from somewhere deep underwater and brings him to the surface. Anita is super pissed off tonight. Do you know why?
Yeah, she's angry at me, like always. She wanted out, but she still wants to push me like she's in. Fuck's sake. And I don't want to dance to her song anymore. It's nice talking to you, but I would really like to get to sleep, you know?
Why'd you get divorced?
I think about that often. And the guessing answer is, I think I told her no one time too many. She never liked no's, you know?
From deep within, a weak, rasping sigh escapes him, barely rising before it falls apart.
It's nice talking to you, but I would really like to get to sleep, you know?
Was she also controlling?
That's my Nita, yeah.
Not your Nita anymore.
The more problems there are, the tighter she grips. It's nice talking to you, but I would really like to get to sleep, you know?
Thanks for your
Yeah,
time.
nice talk.
The line is there as you imagine Ben slinking off back underwater. It stopped raining. How does it mean? Could I try? The music's gone. No, it's there. Right, nothing. Keep ringing the bell until something happens. Try the door, perhaps it's unlocked. Wouldn't that be lucky? However, the wooden frame squeaks in protest, and the door frame remains shut. Patient. You press the button again and again, and feel the ancient plastic crumbling underneath your insistent finger. The cowbell of the door swings like a hanged man about to blown about by a hurricane. Your ears hurt from the ruthless metal clangs, and yet nothing. Still nothing. Break into the ranch house. Try tonight, or actually it's all tonight, so what? Can I try? Break into the ranch house, push the door with your back. Use your less fucked up shoulder to shove the door with your back. Wait, well, it's worth a try. Perhaps it's time to stop being diplomatic and use forceful tactics. Congratulations, he has now become your more fucked up shoulder. Luckily, the loop reset should fix that. Kick the door. Okay. Feels like it moved a tiny bit. Maybe. Kick it harder. Harder. door definitely budges this time, accompanied by a faint splintering noise akin to kindling breaking. But the wave of pain shooting through your legs suggests an alternative source of the sound. Why does it always hurt? Who needs a functioning foot anyway? Anyhow. Exactly. Continue kicking the door hard. That's not kicking. So they are kicking the door of a ruined house in the middle of nowhere. Why? I'm not sure. I have no choice. I need to get in. Just open up, damn it. Sure, that's your agenda. You won't achieve much from getting in though. Only a few minutes left until everything resets, and then you have to break in again. So I should just quit? I may learn something, the loop won't change that. Not breaking down the door is just as pointless. And then, what good is knowledge if you can't use it to change anything? It's not all about that. It's just kick, feel the pain, repeat. And believe the next kick will somehow break the door. Hope the next loop will somehow be the last. That's all you can do. Shut up, it's not debatable. I am going to escape. Ridiculous. I just need to kick harder. I am going to escape. Right, no need to get angry. You kick the door down and you get out of the loop. I get it. And you'll be back to your life. The one that brought you here in the first place. It'll be different. The loop has changed me. Stop it. I think about my new life once I'm out of this situation. It'll be different. The loop has changed me. Yes, the loop has given you a clear purpose for the first time in years. Once it's over though, once again, there will be nothing to fill the infinite void. Nevertheless, perhaps you hope the feeling of being given another chance will make things better. Yes, all I need is a fresh start. Go in, let me kick in peace. Indeed it is, that honeymoon period with a new you is always a delight. But eventually you'll start feeling the void again. And then, sooner or later, a moment of weakness will come, and you'll trip down into it once more. You might crawl out again, even more than once. But each time you turn to the starting point with a little less optimism and energy. Face it, even if you leave the loop will never leave you. See, this is why I say it's a metaphor for life. No, I won't fall for the same thing again. It will be different this time. Wait, what happened? Rage surged through you like a tsunami. You kicked the door with every ounce of strength you have, even more than you knew you possessed. Wait. Hang on. What am I going to find in 1 minute? Find who's upstairs. What is it? Metal cabinets, which somehow escaped the teeth of rust, with an intricate golden insignia above the drawers. Can't believe I actually made it. Look at your letters more closely and they spell out Philip K. A couple of drawers are half open, revealing they are filled with documents and rust. Take a look at some of the documents, see how the documents are organised. What kind of madman gathers all these papers? Why would anyone need all this paper? Wait. Every drawer is an almost faded edge with a year starting with 1935, 38, 39, 42, and so on and so forth. It all ends in 1966. Judging by the open drawers, each of the folders inside is labelled with the year and month it covers. Song was either a master of organisation or obsessed with tidiness, or both. Take a look at some of the documents. What kind of madman gathered all these papers? Why would anyone need all this paper? Take a look at some of them. There are thousands of documents in this monstrosity. It's like someone even kept the receipts for chewing gum. No way you can just casually inspect them. It would take too many loops with just a few minutes you get in this house. You have to look for something specific. It's not a matter of time, it's a matter of willpower. What kind of madman gathered all these papers? Madman or workaholic? It's all a matter of perspective. Why would anyone need all this paper? Have you already forgotten the age before computers and the internet? It wasn't so long ago. It was so long ago. Leave. Clam. Right. Not even there it is. Dream record. You tried to leave this damn hotel and all the therapy nonsense, but everything get falling apart. Okay. So remember that. What else have we got?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Present.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing and will surely be coming back to this condition of yours later. But for now, I just want you to... That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
Okay, hang on. To check out, could you help me make sense of a dream I have? A dream? The doctor raises his left eyebrow, seemingly intrigued at your question. Perhaps it's better to do it during tomorrow's session, as a comprehensive analysis requires time that we do not have right now. But I worry I might forget some of the details if we wait until tomorrow. Please, Doctor, surely help me fall asleep tonight if I unload this burden before. Right. Well, I guess we can at least make a start today. Focus on the most vivid aspects and continue with deeper exploration tomorrow. Alright, please go ahead and share your dream. Share the dream without checking out of the motel. And that's when I woke up, very thirsty. Dr. Fink nods his head, looking at you intensely. What happened to the pills he was giving us anyway? Thank you for sharing with me, Mr. Harrell. The suitcase, the struggle, checkout forms, and malfunctioning vending machine. They all seem to be significant. Would you like to share your thoughts on any of them? The suitcase was supposed to be simple, just things, but it felt alive. The checkout form was impossible to fill out. The more I tried, the more the ink consumed everything. I was so thirsty that the vending machine just took my money and gave nothing back again and again. Let's talk about the suitcase because it's his most personal item. What does it mean for a suitcase to feel alive? It jerked like something was inside was trying to get out. And when opened, your belongings had become snakes. What does that transformation suggest to you? They weren't my things anymore. There were 3. My things were gone and replaced by something else. Okay, let's go for the first one. It's a bit more optimistic. And your first instinct was to slam the lid shut. To contain it, why not just leave it there? Just leave it? What if someone else saw? They looked dangerous. I couldn't let them loose. Really? Why did you shove it under the bed then? Yeah, I don't know. I panicked. Mr. Harrell, there's no shame in your reaction. You responded instinctively to perceived threat in the way that felt most natural to you. Containment is a familiar strategy, but when we consistently choose to bury our problems rather than face them, we are merely postponing a confrontation. Now, let's touch upon other elements in your dream. Checkout form was impossible to fill out. The more I tried, the more ink consumed everything. Right. What do you think the form represents in the process of leaving? It's just a formality. It's proof that I was here, that I'm done. Proof. And the ink? What does it mean that it spread and ruined your writing? It was like my own hand was betraying me. I felt like something was sabotaging me. So naturally, you snatched another form and started over, but even on the new form the ink spread through. What does that tell you? Then it's hopeless, the system is broken. That I will always mess it up no matter what. I don't want to say the second one. I want to say the first one. The system is broken. So it was outside, not inside her. But nevertheless, you continued writing on a form that was already ruined. Why not just leave it? I had to. It's the rules. You can't just leave. Then it wouldn't be over. It would be like this. I was never really here. That fits with the first part I was saying. You felt compelled to leave a process that was, by that point, utterly meaningless. You wrote in black on black, a perfect metaphor for an empty gesture. What I hear is a man who needs to be able to tell himself, I did everything I was supposed to do, even when your actions had no effect. The performance of the task itself was crucial. It allows you to place the blame on the broken system rather than on the fact that you may need to change your approach. But let's move on to another symbol for now. I was so thirsty, but the vending machine just took my money and gave nothing back, again and again. How do you feel? How did it feel to be promised relief of a basic need and then consistently denied it? Frustrating. It felt like a stupid, cruel joke. It was maddening, like the machine was taunting me. Let's go frustrating. And yet your response was to insert another coin, and then another. What were you hoping would change? I thought maybe this time it would just work. It had to eventually. What was I supposed to do? It was the only machine there. I want to go with one. So you continued the same action with the same tool, expecting a different result. Why not just stop? Why not walk away and find water somewhere else? And admit I wasted all that money? It was the only option available. No. Seems like you'd rather exhaust yourself in the battle. You know you're losing, then disengage and admit the strategy is flawed. You became so focused on getting what you deserved that your real goal, to clinch your thirst, was completely forgotten. This is a dangerous kind of denial, Mr. Howell, because it masquerades as perseverance. You are convincing yourself that your sheer stubbornness is a virtue, but it's actually just hiding the fact that your chosen solution is broken. That kind of hits. You kind of convince yourself that you're kind of persevering, and then maybe you need to take a different approach. The doctor gaze pierces through your soul. All this in 2 minutes? I don't think so. Now, let us consider the dream as a whole. In each scenario you encountered an obstacle, and in each you chose a similar path. When faced with a terrifying truth, you chose to contain it. When faced with a futile process, you chose to complete the empty ritual. When faced with a broken solution, you chose to repeat it. Alright. The common thread here is not the nature of the obstacles, but your reflexive response to them. Your subconscious is illustrating the very strategies you use to avoid confronting what is truly troubling you. You have absolutely no idea what's truly troubling me, Dr. Finnick. I'm not avoiding anything. I'm doing what needs to be done. Well, the first one seems like a challenge that he would want to work on another day. This one I can get. Number 2, I can get an immediate thought, not some put off. And that is the heart of the issue. These need to be done actions have consistently failed to resolve anything. You are treating the symptoms while ignoring the illness. I cannot tell you what specific burdens you carry, but I can see the weight of them in your steadfast refusal to admit they exist. The refusal is one problem that makes all others impossible to address. Until you face that, you remain stuck endlessly performing what you believe needs to be done without ever addressing what actually needs to be done. He pauses for a moment. Tell me, have you considered that the incident, the one that led you here, wasn't some isolated random event, but the result of built-up tensions? That's irrelevant. I won't talk about the incident. This analysis is a waste of time. I asked you to make sense of a dream, not to diagnose me. I need a solution for the loop, not a lecture about my own mind. How my own mind is a problem. This one's going to draw out more answers, I feel. Into the loop you need to break is this very cycle of denial. Your refusal to even entertain the possibility that your mind is trying to show you something is the very wall you keep crashing into. You'd either find it in you to admit this, or things are not going to get better. Not here, and certainly not out there. He glances at the clock.
All right then. That's it for today.
Right.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. All this in 2 minutes. I really don't think so. I know, but I want some familiarity. Let's say I did this. What happens next? Leave the bottle. Actually, if I drive drunk somewhere, will the police stop me or something?
I'll break you open if I have to.
Oh, let's just help her. Maybe I can help.
Sure. Wow.
Press the register button, check the label on the register button, kick the machine. You've asserted your physical dominance over a non-existent being. With a banging clang, the machine vomits out a bottle of water.
Hi, yes, Coral Destiny Antenna, Rue Valley Motel. Oh, case number? It's 6AUG27-RVMT.
The careless driver didn't turn up again. There has to be a faster way. Why can't I just look? Okay, for Destiny. Refreshing. Leave. Still tipsy. Come on, let me out.
The text said it'd be up by noon today, but it's 8 p.m. now. Yes, your colleagues already suggested I reboot the modem. I even tried a backup router.
Let's wait until the guy turns up. Okay, I can't seem to pass time that way. You spot two Wi-Fi networks, one labelled Rue Valley guests and another Rue Valley staff. One will put you in, the other pretends you don't exist. It's not for you, and you make no effort to be. Tap on the guest network. There is a Wi-Fi icon, lights up like a small victory, but the illusion doesn't last. It's a hollow connection, or signal, no substance. You stare at the screen for a second, longer than necessary, as if willing it to change its mind, but no luck. Try to guess the staff network's password. I don't think a random sequence of numbers is going to work. Someone around here has to know it. I'm still waiting. The game starts and the already familiar antagonist appears. Yep. Guess he walked by. No? With? Jason Burns is talking with the receptionist.
Robin, the Wi-Fi is not working in my room.
I'm really sorry. The whole motel's been without internet since Friday.
Since Friday? You've had no internet all weekend?
I know. The internet antenna just stopped working all of a sudden.
All right, no time to lose. Let me take a look at that antenna.
Oh, no need for that. A repair technician already came yesterday and fixed it. She said the internet should be back up today around noon.
But the day's already over.
I know. I just got off a call with customer support.
Right. Well, apparently that's not enough.
Well, the first operator said this issue falls under another department and he could connect me to them, but since it's Sunday, probably no one will pick up. But since that's the only way, they put me on hold with that awful elevator music, and then...
Can we cut to the conclusion, please?
I was just about to tell you! They said the case is still being processed, and I supposedly misheard the technician who must have said tomorrow or later.
What?
So, no telling when it'll be back up.
That's right. Sorry.
This is absurd. Why is this happening now, of all times?
Now?
I have a crucial online meeting at 8:35. Missing it is not an option. I absolutely need the internet.
I'm very sorry about it.
After all these years, I finally got a shot at restoring the Rue River aquifer, and now I'll miss my only chance.
That's possible? I thought our Blackwater situation was one of those unsolvable problems.
Well, here we go.
No. We've had a process developed for 5 years already. Ever since then, the only thing missing is funding. And now that I've finally gotten the chance to pitch it to someone with both the resources and the interest to back it, everything's falling apart because of the broken internet antenna. That's my luck. I tripped at the finish line and lost the race at the last second.
Can't have that.
No, come on! The race isn't over. We are not going to lose. I won't allow it.
You won't?
Of course not. If the future of my hometown hinges on this meeting, I won't let your defeatist attitude drag us down.
Give us the Wi-Fi password.
The motel may be offline, but there's internet at the belt.
Right. That's how you got there. This is a different Robin than the one you're used to. Defying her, austerely resolved. She's got game. That's undeniable. Alright. This starts from 8:15. Continue listening.
The what?
The new bar my mother opened. It's a 5-minute drive to the north. Although right now there's a roadblock on the way.
But I don't even have a car.
Oh, right. Well, the good news is the roadblock won't be a problem then.
And the bad news?
You'll have to ride a bicycle there, and it looks like a storm is coming. You'll need a personalized card to use the bike. Here, take my card.
Oh, thank you. How do I use it?
Just lean the card against the marked surface on the steering wheel and wait for the green light and buzzing sound. Oh, wait, take these noise-canceling headphones too. My mother is not in the best mood today, so it might get loud at the bar and can't have you getting distracted during the meeting.
Well, thank you. I hope... let's hope I'll make it there in time. And their internet is working.
I can offer to drive him.
Don't worry. Drive carefully.
But I'm
And
drunk.
good luck.
Your ears appear swearing. Yeah. Still a problem with the... Wait. I want to see what's going on. I have no reason to go to the ranch at the moment. Apart from a few extra minutes. Come on. I should have overtaken him by now. Wait. The power's down. For a second. Alright. Where is he? I suppose taking him. But best not to disturb him right now. Okay. What time does he actually arrive? Okay. Let's try this. Check the Wi-Fi connections. Ask the big lad behind the bar for his password. That didn't work. Right, let's wait. Why is he taking so long? Wait, why is he not... Right, so he was late. Wonder what happened to him on the way here then. Can I ask him for the password now? Why is that bugged? Why is that not working? Right, I really need that password. I don't know why, but okay, let's just follow her around if there's nothing else. She says nothing. Right. Hi, I love your style. So chic and totally in tune with the times. Nice view.
The bar is downstairs.
Okay. Her voice is razor sharp and cold. She doesn't want you up here. Alright, let's just try this. I knew I should have went with the outfit. There's really no way to get the password. Seems like an oversight. Okay, the game's kill time. Alright, let's see. Let's see what you've got. Alright, we're gonna try and pass. Enough for now. You've tasted simulated descent. Time to return to the descent you can't control. Boom. I should try and find that. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Still with you, Dr. Finnick.
Mr. Harrow, and will surely be, but for now, I just want you to... That's good to hear. Now, however, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
If someone has an overwhelming need to control everything, what could be behind it? He raises a bushy eyebrow.
I'm sorry, whom exactly are we talking about here?
It's about my parents. Just an acquaintance of mine. I don't want him to confuse the reality and, you know, complicate future sessions. If there's any future sessions.
And this acquaintance is important. Why?
Answer me first, and I'll return the favour. Fair enough?
Fair enough. There could be many reasons why someone develops an intense need to control others and their surroundings. More often than not, it stems from an experience of helplessness or deep uncertainty, usually rooted in childhood. Those experiences might have been triggered by traumatic events or events perceived as traumatic, without anyone there to provide comfort or safety.
Thanks for the reminder of just how familiar I am with helplessness. Uncertainty hits hard, especially when you're a kid.
Indeed, they often feed off each other. Uncertainty can lead to helplessness, and helplessness breeds more uncertainty.
Not just when you're a kid.
Those experiences can lead a person to develop an intense need to control their environment, trying to ensure that they never have to feel helpless or uncertain again.
Makes sense.
As a child, they cling to routines, to what's familiar and predictable.
As an adult?
Later in life, that need can grow into micromanaging, or worse, outright intrusion into the lives of those around them.
Dang. Oh.
With time, and often through therapy, such a person can learn to strike a balance between their need for control and the unpredictable nature of the world around them. I hope that satisfied your curiosity. Now be so kind as to satisfy mine. Why did you ask me that?
Oh, wow. Would you look at the time? I'd hate to take up any more of your day. I just ran into someone like that recently, and I just wanted to understand her better. Right.
I understand that. If needed, we'll revisit this topic next time then.
Of course.
Of course.
He glances at the clock as always.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Driving while drunk isn't really dangerous.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Oh, here we go. I want to help.
Spit it out already!
Wow. That took a longer time than, the full-on dream analysis. What? Time doesn't make sense in this.
Sure. Wow, nice. I don't know how you figured it out, but thanks so much.
Okay, let's get the water, just in case. I wonder if I can talk to... Talk to Jason about whatever. Let's see if anything comes up. Knock. After a few moments, Jason Burns opens the door. Yes? Oh, come on. Must need to wait until it's a... what do you call it? Design? Hang on, I have to call him before. No, seems I can't. Can I mess with this? Let's try and break in and have a quick look around again. There we go. I'm not doing my tasks. Find and need to solve stuff. I don't even know where the garage is. Okay, there's 3 minutes. No inspiration to be gained again. Break into the house again. Is my foot going to be hurt again? I think so. I think it's going to be wrecked. Wait, hang on. It didn't give me a few minutes. What?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow? Mr. Harrow, please.
I want to know why that didn't work.
Come on, you thief!
The incident. The door slides shut slowly, and so slowly the world narrows to his metal box. You had to leave the apartment and go down the corner store, as you haven't eaten all day. The tiny cabin amplifies the fact that you haven't showered in a week. Yes, it's disgusting, but there's just no time for any of it. You have to finish the article. The deadline was impossible from the start, but you took it anyway because of the good money. Meaning you could maybe finally work on your own script next month and improve to everyone you are still an artist, not just a content mill soon to be replaced by AI. Man, he's a writer. Damn. Yeah. Very concerning, I'd say. I haven't written in a while, but that reminds me I'm trying to look at these games more from the point of view of a writer, so I should try harder. So exploring this, it seems to be a mental thing. Maybe it is the therapy, maybe it isn't, I don't know. I've been telling myself that I'll work on my script next month for years. Relatable. The elevator begins to descend, but then it stops abruptly just one floor below. Mrs. Gable's floor. Right. She'd brought you soup when you first moved in, and you'd seen her in the hall last week, but pretended you were on the phone, just to avoid concern in her eyes. You couldn't handle the kindness. You didn't bring the phone this time though, as you'd only planned a quick visit to the store, but the door doesn't open on her floor. The door doesn't open on her floor anyway. The elevator changes its mind and starts going up. Alright. But upon reaching the floor again, it halts and immediately heads back down, the door never opening. What kind of sorcery is this? At Mrs. Gable's floor, the elevator reverses course once again. Without your phone, there's only one option. Panic. Not yet. Try the emergency call button first. Alright, press the button. Hey, seems a metaphor for the red button. You expect a call with somebody, but instead a recorded static field voice announces the maintenance was notified of elevator malfunction and will be here within an hour. An hour? The deadline is in 3. The article is still a mess. A salad of words you'd written and deleted a dozen times. Every word a testament to your incompetence. Every sentence a fraud's confession. Okay, this is being too personal. Sorry. But of course it would hit. It's written by a writer. But it was not always like this. You had more than enough shining moments during your diverse content writing career. Remember? The poignant copy for a celebrated minimalist ad campaign for a foreign stationery brand. Hundreds of authentic 5-star reviews for luxury hotel chains that systematically suppress guest complaints. Wow. The entire launch campaign from blog post to social media for the now iconic Night which back then was still known as numblight. Okay. A fabricated profile of reclusive film auteurs that became the definitive piece of the creative process. A deeply researched product launch with white paper for a now ubiquitous tech startup. Okay. It's kind of hard to decide which one because it feels like it's deciding what kind of person they're. Because if I do this, you're just kind of going with the flow. If I do this, you're just kind of a liar or part of a corporate thing. And if you do this, the blog posts, I don't know. You're just kind of background person. If you do this, still with the liar thing. Okay, that's reliable. Let's do that. Okay. A long-form investigative piece on the hidden art of watchmaking. What? For a prestigious men's magazine that won a minor industry award. Ghostwriting a CEO's thoughts leadership column that was syndicated across 3 major business platforms. A series of immersive travelogues on the vanishing ironwave clubs of Grey City for a cultural website. The witty and incisive weekly column on urban loneliness for a popular online magazine that developed a cult following. Rebranding a game about isolation and existential dread as light-hearted comedy about a person's flaws and a meme-fused campaign. Authoring the technical documentation for a subscription service known for its intentionally confusing cancellation process. No. Let's say this. A series on elevator safety for Engineers Digest that was later cited in a national safety guideline. Elevator safety, that's it. I know how to fix this. Right, the gig was from years ago, back when... the gig was a few years back, but you researched it like a pro. You still know how it works. There should be a wiring behind the interior access panel, and if you access it, you may be able to manually reset the elevator. Jam your apartment key into the edge of the control panel. The plastic creaks, then splinters. The panel swings open, revealing a tangle of delicate wires, blue and green, carrying this disturbed machine's life current. Slice through the green and blue wires with your apartment key. The wires offer no resistance. It's as if they're made of silk. The elevator stops, and for a single weightless second, you feel like a winner. But a red light on the panel starts flashing, followed by a sharp piercing alarm. What? Right. The machine is not crying for help, but announcing to the world, here he is inside me, a vandal, a weirdo, a terrorist. Panic begins to coil in your gut. The hunger, the alarm, the deadline, the guilt, the claustrophobic walls pressing in. You have to get out now. Find an alarm, blah 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 blah. Find the main power cables and tear them into silence in the machine. Right. You know exactly where to look. Your eyes look into the thick insulated cables. You jam your key against the ancient black sheath of the main power cable, weaving and twisting with all your might. It takes some effort, but the already damaged insulation soon tears with a rubbery streak, exposing the heavy copper within. Don't stop until it's dead. You grind the key, mashing the live wires together. A torrent of sparks erupts. A fountain of angry spitting gold scalds in your hands and raining down on your clothes, smelling of burnt metal and silent thunder. The shredded isolation, now a blackened melting wound, begins to smoke. A toxic smell of charged plastic fills your lungs. A flame appearing on the shredded isolation and begins to climb. The main building fire alarm soon joins the fire. A deep roaring wail. The cabin becomes an oven. As your pores open, a stale stench permeates the air, and you remember again you haven't showered in a week. Maybe it's purgatory here. No, that's too obvious. The smoke thickens into a solid, smoking, choking blackness. Your head spins, the world tilting on its axis, as your lungs scream for clean air. The last thing you register is a rhythmic pounding against the door. Familiar? Like what's happening with the vending machine and how you break into the thing. And a garbled shout. We have a man here. He needs assistance. You've built a wall in your mind, brick by brick, to keep the elevator incident buried. But now the memory is shattered, its waves back to the surface, bringing with it suffocating panic and the acrid smell of smoke you swore you'd forgotten. So that's what the car crash was about. Dr. Finnick's analysis of your dream was the key. His words recontextualized your entire breakdown. The pattern is now blindingly obvious. You're left wondering how you ever mistook deliberate self-sabotage for an accident. Self-sabotage.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Not yet. I don't know why breaking into that. Why did that only give me a few minutes the first time, and then the second time it led me straight to the time loop? Doesn't make sense. Okay, now it let me in. Wait, what's these? A booklet with a lot of text written in very small letters. Half handmade, half inheritance, entirely unattractive. Just an old cereal. Okay. It smells of fresh sheets. The gorgeous redhead in tight dress is still here, holding her gun. Take the book with you. Wait, why does the book? Why does this book exist here? Photo albums. What's he looking at? Right, it's the same. Loud music is coming from behind this door. Someone inside, probably headbanging to the rhythmic noise. Wait. Knock. Take a deep peek through the keyhole. Open the door slowly. Walk away. At first, your eye only meets whiteness, but then you catch a drawn shape, a hand with an erect middle finger. Walk away. I want to look later. I want to find out what's over here first. Okay. The front cover features a group of heavily armed people, knives, assault rifles, dynamite sticks. The title is Grassroots to Bushfires, Water Group for Children, written by Gillian Grogson. Leave it be. Read. The title is mouthful. Throw away the book. Bothwood Chronicle proudly presents the 5th installment of George's book, a tale of 3 towns, the impact of economic decline, the anthropological analysis. The issue is dedicated to the troubling times. I just need to make sure of something. Of the 80s to the arrival of Apex or Inc. and the reaction of the logical populace from workers to former who has the will to read this 5th issue? I wonder. It's a wonder they got past the first one. The same book about so-called water group. You couldn't care even less if you tried. I don't see how changing the personality too much would change this. Like, the music's kind of annoying, but I want to see this. Metalhead from Ranch House. Someone is listening to very loud music in a Ranch House. Okay, let's break in. Nothing happens. Even if someone inside, they would never hear you knocking through the loud music. Slam your hand hard on the door. Oh, let's just go for it. Open the door. Metalhead from Ranch House. Locked. Alright. Listen closely to the song and wait for it to finish. Slam your hand hard against the door. The soft leather that covers the highly secured door muffles the sound, which becomes lost along the loud distortions of music coming from the other side. Your attempts are futile until the song's over and nobody inside will notice your presence. Listen closely to the song, wait for it to end. We don't have time. The song fizzles out, a lazy generic fade out without a cue or logic. Now's your chance. Start knocking before the next song begins. The music stops and the next song doesn't start. Instead, you hear footsteps approaching the door.
Pops? What's the password for today?
It's not Pops. Keep quiet. The password is Slurp Spurs. Trying to sound like an old man. Password, of course. There's only silence from the other side, followed by a jumble of clicking and unlocking sounds.
Hands up!
He points a cannon at you, fingers already on the trigger. Well, here we go. But before he can get a chance to react, you're interrupted by familiar sounds, followed by streaks of red light tearing through the small opening in the otherwise secure house. If you really want to have any interaction with this guy, you have to come here before this loud song begins. Right. How am I supposed to do that?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Hang on a second. Yes, and I have a question. Dr. Finnick, I've come to realise that I have a pattern of ignoring problems until they become critical. He nods, clearly satisfied. After my partner left me, it's been steadily evolving into something unbearable. I think it all started with my father being in a nursing home. When I was laid off and decided to become a freelancer for as long as I can remember. I should say this. Because of the impulsive introvert. For as long as I can remember. I see, and you have been aware of this tendency for a long time, or has this realization only recently surfaced? Well, I think I was trying to suppress it. I've been made aware of it, but only recently that I realized just how much it's been affecting my life. Actually, I just realized it right now. Two. It's common for these feelings to build up over time before fully recognizing their impacts. But right now, you're acknowledging it. We can work together to understand it better and find ways to address the problems you're experiencing. Now, discovering the mechanism is a first and crucial step towards overcoming it. It's a significant milestone, but on its own it's merely cognition, which is not enough for us to overcome it. To do that, we need willpower, and for that, in turn, we need hope. Otherwise, we remain stuck in a vicious loop of defeatism and apathy, breathing each other ad infinitum. The good news is, you are not alone in having problems like this, and I've dealt with much worse cases during my career, so I know it's not indeed impossible. So I know it is indeed possible for you to get better, but to move forward, I also need you to believe that it is possible. Right. He stops exploring your expression. So, how do you feel about it? He stops exploring your expression. So, how do you feel about it, Mr. Harrell? Wait, is he really asking if you can believe this lousy therapy can help you? Secretive. I'd rather not talk about this anymore. I have my reasons. Reckless. What's done is done. And how can I know what I'll do tomorrow? Impatient. Hope leads to willpower. Willpower leads to hope. This is going nowhere. Sure thing. I'll try. What's done is done, and how could I know what I'll do tomorrow? I know it sometimes feels like we don't get to choose our actions, but we can work on breaking the cycle of defeatism. I'd rather not talk about this. Impatient. Hope leads to hope. Willpower leads to hope. This is going nowhere. I understand your frustration, Mr. Howell, but there are no shortcuts to getting better. Sure thing, I'll try. He frowns. There's no try when it comes to hope. I'd rather not talk about this anymore. I have my reasons. I know it's hard, but it's important to remember that we're here to work through this together. And while I respect your hesitations, I also want to emphasize that confronting and addressing these feelings is a crucial step in processing of finding relief from the pressure you're under. Alright, yes, I believe you. It is possible for me to get better. You say the words, not even sure if you're telling the truth. But something strange happens. By saying it out loud, you realise you haven't even considered it may be possible to get better for a very long time. That means it's possible that it's possible. Let me give you a 1 million chance I'll get better. I hope it is. Right. Alright. It's possible that it is possible. And there's a will, there's a way. It's possible. Nice. Willpower. Unlike inspiration, willpower is permanent. It is not spent but committed. Once it's assigned, its intention is complete. The willpower point is refunded and ready to use again. Also note that available inspiration will always be used before willpower. I understand. That's great to hear, Miss Howe. What did he say out loud last time? Right. Change won't happen overnight, but determination and hope, well, can make progress. As we continue our sessions, we work on replacing that reflex to hide and ignore things that we new one, to stop and to look clearly at what we've been carrying. Your willingness to address these issues is a significant step towards personal growth and well-being. He glances at the clock as always.
That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Alright, let's get up. Could I get there before? Someone's listening to me. You managed to get his attention by knocking on the door after the song ended, but have enough time for a conversation. You have to get there before. I have a sort of idea. If I can get the faster car. But it's still going to take me several minutes to break into. Ignore. Oh, come on. I thought it was... I don't know why driving to the motel would help. Does that mean there's a way to drive? Hang on. How did it get past the roadblock? Wait. Alright. I get it now. You didn't get past the roadblock. But what happens if I return to Copper Belt with the car gone? Alright. That'd be interesting. Okay, I don't make it. Okay, what now? I suppose I should go south. Have a look.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes.
Mr. Harrow, please.
How do I get
Spit
to
it
the garage?
out already.
Driving south?
Come on, you thief.
Yeah, I don't seem to be making as much progress as last time. But then I did spend an hour reading a novel. That was a good segment though. I liked how it transitioned into him reading it several loops after I made it clear I was going to get through it. Right here. That has to be it. Search Anita's car. Try to open the door. It's locked really, no surprise there. Right. Nobody would leave this fancy beast all alone and unlocked. Reckless, break the driver's window with your elbow. Oh. There's glass all over the place, but the car is open for exploration. That's how you get things done. I feel like I'm a spy on a secret mission. You could also feel like a thief with good intentions, but not so subtle execution. Unlock the door and get in. As soon as you enter the car, the scent of wealth overwhelms you. Leather seats, wooden dashboard, light LED light strips around the cabin, darkened windows. Props to you, Anita. And there's me, eating stale rice noodles for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Luxury all around. Yet the car is broken down. Right, third one. Nothing's built to last these days. Check the car's multimedia device. Check the glove department. Check on the seats. People lose all kinds of things there. Check the storage bins in front of the back seats. Check the sun visor above the steering wheel. The driving license falls into your lap as you unfold the sun visor. Take a closer look. License looks decades old, the plastic tinged with yellowish hue to every edge. Anita, on the other hand, was young and striking. Her beauty is dimmed by a tired pallor even youth can't mask. Laced with a lingering fragility of an echo of a past she fought hard to leave behind. Well, no one ever looks their best on official documents. Maybe she was a party animal back in the day. Age catches up to us all. She must have been sick, no other explanation. The lighting, the angle, the background, everything was against her. Life choices had nothing to do with it. Her birthday catches your eye. June 4th, 1977. Check the car's motorbike. Check the glove compartment. A dusting cloth, driving gloves, threefold open pack of cigarettes of long variety, a power bank, a fancy leather notebook. Take the notebook. Now this is something worth checking out. Okay. Check the car's multimedia device. There's a bunch of options. Open the email app. No wonder. Wonder what she's listening to. Navigation system. Email app. Anita's logged out. Seems like she doesn't trust Frank with her privacy. I wonder what she's listening to. Last thing I needed to listen to was an album, Midnight Shift, by a band called Pettigold. Check out the navigation system. Anita was heading to 164 Cherry Hills Road in Bothwood. Never got there though, since the Midnight Crisis on Reels died on her. Screw this. Check under the seats, people lose all kind of things there. You find only a handful of sticks of protein-infused chewing gum and another handful of nothing. Check storage bins in front of the back seats. There's a handful of half-drunk bottles of Coral Destiny Martin Dew in the right one. And in the left, a book titled How to Be the Best You. Waste of time, keep looking. Flick through the book. Your eyes skim dozens of pieces of generic advice, from drinking a cup of water first thing in the morning, to cleaning your room, to arranging a wholesome route for yourself before bed. You've written dozens of such articles, with some of them a veritable diarrhea of words. The book looks like a specially potent anthology. Who even reads these things? The cup of water is a bad device. Keep looking. I've seen enough. Leave the cart. You're in a time that you can just afford to read, but let's just I want to know why that seemed highlighted. Search your needs scar. No. At least you know how to enter the car now. Right. A luxurious leather-bound notebook with built-in ink pen holder. Damn it. Seems barely used. Don't people have phones? Why would anybody use a physical notebook? What's on page 1? It just says Anita Lopez, month of August 2027. People don't have phones. Why would nobody use a physical notebook? Some just prefer the feel of paper, especially those who aren't cursed with your chicken scratch handwriting. Flip through the notebook. You breeze through the used pages in a single breath. All you find are a few meetings schedules this month, filled with names that mean nothing to you. And then the very last entry for today, a meeting at high noon with one Aaron Sloan, along with a phone number, presumably his. See what else is there. Blank pages of high quality stocks, dozens of them. That is until you flip to the end where a neatly folded sheet of paper is tucked into the crease. examine it. As you read the paper, you notice a filigree SS logo watermark adorning the upper right corner. A colourful chaos of overlapping pie charts, tangled flow charts, and cluttered bar graphs. It's a dizzying datum maze designed to confuse rather than clarify. Upon closer inspection, you realise it's the annual financial report for Kubler Belt. While you're no expert, the mention of insufficient revenue suggests that the bar is facing a substantial loss. Maybe that's why Anita wanted to meet that Sloane fellow. And then her car broke down, with her business falling apart, and snooping around her dirty laundry. No wonder she's in such a great mood. Right. Okay, you missed some appointment. Found the phone number of Anita's notebook. Call it. I was going to do that, but yeah. Let's see what happens if I call it so early on. Wait. Search Anita's car. Call the number from Anita's notebook. Line rings and rings and rings endlessly, like it's never going to stop. And just as you're about to hit end call, a deep, exasperated, masculine voice, clearly trying too hard, answers. Hello, thank you for calling Sloane Solutions. How can we assist you on this fine day? Pretend you're someone else. Hello? Anyone there? Is there something we can help you with? What? Quick, to whom would he willingly give information? Wait. Hello, is anyone there? Is there something new? This is UB Petura, Senior Administration, the Treasurer Office, Ministry of Health. This is Anita Lopez's partner. Mrs. Nightingale, Miss Anita Lopez's personal assistant. Okay, let's see. Personal assistant. I didn't realise Miss Anita Lopez had surplus funds or even the need, but given your apparent obliviousness to a meeting, I take it you're budget friendly. What a dick. Anyway, no, Miss Lopez missed our appointment. We'll send her documents for a review via email. Signing them is the utmost priority. Documents? Yes, I'm sure you're well aware the motel is officially in default due to Mr. Fleming's missed mortgage payments over the last 2 years. Wait, that's the husband. As the rightful owner, your Miss Lopez, reached an agreement with Horizon Bank to have the foreclosure along with the taxes handled through acquisition, which cannot proceed without her signature. Oh, those documents, the document for the motel's documents. Wait a minute, I informed her ASAP, thank you. Hang up. Oh, that's an interesting development. Now, why would Anita want to meet the Sloane shark in person? This Sloane shark in person? If she already agreed to let the motel go under and drop the axe herself, or is she actually trying to save it? Okay, she missed an appointment with the lawyers. Planned to pay off the motel's mortgages. Okay. The contents are now at your disposal. However, way. In any case, you found everything you could find. Okay. You discovered that the motel was being bought by the bank. Sounds like it would be a good idea to convince Ben to show you where Anita's things are. Let's have a quick look around first. I think she'd still be on the call with him. Okay. Leave. Ah. Keep trying. In front of you is a plain old school poster showing a tiny cat clinging onto a narrow branch, paws barely hanging on. Below is a precarious feline. The words "hang in there." Yep, I was close. "Hang in there" convey a straightforward message of encouragement in heavy block letters. Interesting. Haven't seen a motivation poster like this in ages. They come and go. One decade they're nostalgic kitsch, the next they're everywhere again. Rinse, repeat. Maybe that's how I should approach my own predicament. This is kind of cute. Hide your emotions from the kissy. The kitten found itself in trouble, dangling on a branch where it treats the whole mess like an adventure, refusing to give up. I could really use a bit of positivity right now. I need this. Ripped poster from the walls. Now the kissy will follow you everywhere. Well, at least until the loop ends. Alright, kissy, I'm hanging there. For the moment, you swear the cat winks back, only for reality to remind you it's just your imagination. Okay. What else can I get from here? Can I not talk to it? Really now? Check Wi-Fi connections. Use is a flickering Wi-Fi network. Max gas. It's shaky, but that's just enough juice to get you going. Alas, even those 3 bars are locked behind the password. Right, let's call Ben. The line rings and rings.
Ben Fleming. Sorry, can't talk now. Quite busy. Call later. I don't know, around 8:30 or later. Gotta go now. Bye-bye.
The line is dead. If I took it... What the hell? Enter the car. Wait, hang on. Enter the car. Back and leave. Right. What if I confront her about it? How do I leave this place? Can I make it? Okay, how long does this take? 12 minutes. Okay, confront. Oh, come on. Lucky you're on time. Next time you can try a more inconspicuous approach. Can I call him outside? No phone calls. Now he knows a motel will be sold, you might approach him with some official capacity. I introduce myself as Anita's lawyer. Anita's assistant should advise. A friendly call from Anita's new boyfriend. Let's say lawyer. Bold choice. Let's hope he doesn't ask for details you don't know. The phone rings once, twice, and then again. Each pause between the rings chips away at your hope that anyone will pick up. But then, finally, the call connects.
Hello?
His voice drifts through the line, hazy, unfocused. Mr. Fleming, I'm Malcolm Scribowski from Scribots and Scribots. What the hell was up with those names? Your ex-wife's lawyer. Miss
What?
Fleming.
Who? Wait, are you a new lawyer, or did we already meet? I kind of forgot. Sorry, I think my ears are on a delay. You said you're from Scribbly Scribs and Sons?
I've been informed that your motel will be repossessed by the bank. Silence was, weighted and uncomfortable, punctuated only by the sound of him clearing his throat, stalling, or maybe just trying to find the right words.
Where's this coming from? I mean, yeah, it's possible. Actually, let's call it probable. Very probable.
Following my client's wishes, I'm here to retrieve her remaining items from the property.
Her items? You mean this stuff in the box is what she left behind?
Yeah.
The lost and found room should be a yellow box with blue markings. Hold on a second. Did you say final wish? What happened to her?
Thank you so much for the information. Have a nice day. Right. A polite way to leave things, that you can't shake the feeling he might call back with more questions. Probably not. Find Anita's odd stuff. Let's see if she goes to the roof. Right. I need to find out what to do with. Okay, how do I confront her? Right. Why are you in a bad mood today? Her scrutinizing gaze lingers on you as she absentmindedly twirls a plastic token between her fingers.
Why do you even care? You don't need to talk to me. Also, don't stand there. That spot was painted days ago, and I'd rather it stay fresh for a while.
Okay,
Anywhere
where's your
but
stand?
there. Again, why are you interested in my mood?
You can sense the anger in her voice. Since I'll be here a while, I'd like to know more about the people who live here. Sometimes sharing things makes them more manageable.
Sometimes, yes. But not today. And not with a complete stranger.
She stops fiddling with a plastic trinket and slips it into her pocket. Her hands go still, as if nervous energy just drained out of them.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I came here to get some privacy.
I'll leave you be. Can I seriously not talk to that guy? Where if I sit there? No. Do I have to talk to him before? I can't talk to this guy either. I'll get the stuff. Let's have a last look. At the moment, it feels like this game is... Wait, how can I... leading you on a pretty linear path. Just take a drive. It's just a drive, yeah. We'll figure this out sometime. We're getting out of here fast.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, sorry about that.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Physical antenna, yes. On the roof. Yes, the roof.
Okay, where is it? Find the need to solve stuff. Okay. There's a whole lot of mess here. It's going to take a while to sift through them all, even though you know exactly what you're looking for. After a bit of rummaging, you spot the box Ben mentioned. Inside there are 3 smaller ones, a cylindrical one, a green one, and a plastic one. Look in the contents of the plastic box. Inside the box, you come across a stack of old books on entrepreneurship and starting your own business. Serious classics, the kind people swear by, the kind that promises to change your life if you let them. She did her homework, no doubt about that. It didn't help this hotel, that's for sure. Let's give her props. The pages are scarred with underlined, ravaged by a fervent need to understand, to conquer every inch of that knowledge. Looking green box. Shoes, all kinds, classy. For work, high heels, low heels, no heels, comfortable ones, torturous ones. Anything you can imagine. And then some. That's a lot of shoes. Makes one wonder about her hat stash. A heap of shoes, how expected. Makes me wonder about her hat stash. If it's anything like this, she probably needs a warehouse just to store her legacy of fabric, brims and flair. Explore the contents of the cylindrical box. There's a pile of notebooks, all dated from the 1990s, but the writing's a chaotic mess. Every page seems is covered in sketches and doodles, tangled in half-finished thoughts. It's raw, frantic. You know what this means. We probably need to look in the filing cabinet. Looks like it's from the time when Anita was unhinged. Maybe they belong to Robin. A different side of her? It's the one she's been hiding from you all along. It adds up. Flip through her notebooks. You do your best to sift through the jumble of barely illegible texts. It's a disordered mix of thoughts, ideas, and dreams all thrown together. Impossible to follow like a tangled thread. Every now and then, certain words or phrases jump out, screaming for attention amidst the chaos. Read the passages where the word hope is repeated. Examine the lines with Ben's name. Look at the passages titled Not Alone. Some words are unreadable, but you manage to piece enough together. Hope the world sticks in the throat like a splinter. Hope it's good to you through. Hope, 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 like a record that won't stop. Hope's trickster, a liar, it gives, then rips away. I hate it. She was in a really dark place. Okay. Like you would have done any better if you were in her shoes. What are they talking about? Examine the pages with Ben's name. It's all over the place. His name is scrawled everywhere. Like she was trying to exorcise him or summon him back. On one page, his name is in a heart, which we chased in over and over. The lines bleed together. On another, it sticks through so many times that the paper tore. I know what I mean. And then there's the page where his name is written again and again. No spaces, just a relentless chain of letters. Is this unhinged or romantic? And why is it still 8 o'clock? Like she couldn't stop, like she had to get it out, all of it, until there was nothing left. Almost like a mantra. Sounds like an obsession, a dangerous one. Maybe he was a lighthouse, bright, guiding, yet blinding, just as much as a beacon as was a fog that swallowed it. A place of safety, sure, but also a place you'd run from when the light got too harsh. Look at the passage titled Not Alone. This one looks organised, stripped down, almost clinical, like it's been transcribed from somewhere else. Not alone, that is what we want you to understand. You might feel like the world has left you behind. It's okay if all you feel is anger, sadness, or nothing at all. But know this, there are hands that will hold you, voices that speak when you can't, soldiers that will carry you when your strength is gone. You're not alone here, not now. You might not believe it yet, But we're here, and we're not going anywhere. Together, we keep turning, right? We keep turning right. I would hate having to rely on somebody else. That sounds so supportive. What's my personality again? Impulsive, introverted. Oh, I'd hate to have to rely. Always alone, always self-reliant. And look where that got you. Where that got you. The drawing alongside the text are a strange mix. Hollow, despairing faces, and suns that beam across the entire page. In one of the notebooks, 2 calendars from 1997 and 1998 are taped to the centre. Most of the days are crossed out, like someone was counting down to something. Doomsday? Birthday? Whatever she was counting, it ends in 1998. The writing stops there too. Wonder what else there is. Maybe that's enough for today. Wonder what else there is. There's no today. You got 47-minute loops. As you sift through the contents of the box, you uncover the old VHS camera tucked away in a clear plastic case. Examine what else is in the plastic case. Inspect the camera. Aside from the bag, there's another camera accessories. There's an unopened battery, brand new, untouched. Like someone bought it but never got the chance to use it. Inspect the camera. The camera itself looks worn, but still in good condition. The tape's still inside, but there's no battery. Unpack the battery and insert it into the camera. The battery fits perfectly, and the camera has juice now. Turn the camera on. The screen flickers to life, starting with the company logo. Then it jumps to a list of videos, each one creatively labelled as video, followed by a number. No clue as to the content. Only one way to find out what's inside. Press play on the button. The screen goes live with a close-up of Anita. She's holding the camera pointed at herself. She looks young, way younger than today, but her face is pale, tired, like sleep has been avoiding her for years. The date in the corner reads 9th of March 1996. Someone was a party animal back there. Is she happy, tired, or just tired? Hard to say. It looks and feels like the kind of tiredness sleep won't fix. The camera turns and in sails a man. The camera turns and in sails a man. He looks older, worn down, like a train that was hit by another train and then pushed into a river. Ash grey face, dark circles carved beneath his eyes, lips scorched and cracked. He looks sick, really sick. Wow, party life hit him hard. Guy's probably dead by now. If not, he truly is a testament to human endurance, or maybe just stubbornness. Suddenly, Anita's voice cuts the silence from behind the camera. Ben, look what I brought. So that's Ben. The camera moves closer. His face fills the shot, and it's worse up close. The grainy footage makes it all look like a cheap horror flick. I didn't think Ben looked that bad, but I don't know. Of course, he didn't know what he looked like from the phone. His eyes are filled with nothing but desperation. He reaches out, hand brushing the camera before the picture jostles, shakes, and cuts to black. What the hell happened to that guy? I hope the rest isn't like this. Who knows? Whatever it was, it's on film. Start video 1. Small screen and low resolution barely let you see all the details, but then after a few minutes you realise it's the wedding recording. The camera focuses on the bride and groom at the table. They look familiar, younger, and with big smiles on their faces. And then it hits you. The couple are Anita and Ben. The date at the bottom of the screen reads 6th of September 1999. Wait, that's way after all that 1996 stuff. Yeah. Continue watching the tape. The cameraman moves through the banquet hall, weaving between guests, trying to capture the atmosphere and people gathered there. The recording shifts to the entrance of the hall, where the camera catches a group of teenagers talking, laughing, and playfully shoving each other. It's hard to tell them apart at first because the camera zooms in and out. One is dressed for the occasion, while the other two are in plain clothes. Still, they all seem to be having a good time. Let the film roll for a while. Fast forward a little bit. Suddenly, shouts erupt the camera, swinging to an obviously drunk man stumbling towards the teenagers from outside. Well-dressed kid walks to the man and tries to calm him down. Mr. K, please. They did nothing wrong. Maxine Alexander, get out of her. You don't belong with this lot, not her. The two of them bolts, leaving the well-dressed kid behind. Walter snarls at him. And yeah, Alexander Boris, stay away from making your outlander scum. The frame quickly swings back to the hall, like the cameraman is pretending none of this ever happened. Looks like Max and Alex were raised with a strict no-fun policy. Alexander boy, outlander, what the hell is this guy babbling about? Who knows? Drunk people say all kinds of things, most of it nonsense. I've seen enough. Look at another video. Fast forward a little bit. Anita and Ben are back in frame, sitting and talking to each other. The cameraman is clearly far away as he zoomed in on Max so he can't hear the voices. Still, by her smile and by the way she touches Ben's cheeks, it's clear they both are happy beyond words. He kisses her on the forehead and hugs her affectionately. This Anita appears so different from the one you met, moody and quick to get into an argument. People change, I guess. She changed so much that it's nearly impossible to grasp who she was or who she is now. Watch the video named 002. See, why is it still 8 o'clock? An entrance to a large building appears on the screen. Judging by the people's uniforms and ambulances, the cameraman is in front of the hospital. Here we are, almost there, a voice heard fast, excited, and also out of breath. The date of the corner reads 9th of April 2007, probably the birth of receptionist girl. The camera swivels to the source of the voice. At first you can't recognise the man standing there, but then it dawns you. It's Ben, not the Ben you saw before. This man is reborn, older, yes, but in a rare kind of way that time treated him kindly. His cheeks are plump, the flush of health tinged with rosy hue. The despair that once clung to his eyes like a tar is gone, replaced by what? Hope? Happiness? A wide smile spreads across his face, revealing teeth that gleam. A man with something to smile about, as if he's just won the lottery or been given a second chance at life. So he survived. Incredible. Even healthy, he needs to go to the hospital. Wait, so he survived? Incredible. Well, we know he survived. And then you see it, something that wasn't there before. The crutches he's holding in each hand, and the camera zooms in. It becomes clear. Ben's missing a leg. His trousers are pinned up to where flesh and bone once were. Was the price for his new lease on life? Maybe it was an accident. You think of his hollow, sickly face in the earlier footage. A man that would dance too closely to the edge, risk it all. A junkie for chaos. And this was the price. The cameraman follows Ben to the reception area, where the nurse with a stern look greets him. I'm sorry. In which room is Anita Fleming? I'm Ben. Sorry, her husband. His voice is shaky and heavy. The nurse's face brightens with a warm smile and shares the room number and directions to get there. As he strolls down the dim hallway, a hauntingly familiar melody hums from his lips somewhere, something he hadn't heard in ages. Is that Here Comes the Joy Bundle? Sounds more like 20 fingers dancing. Like Joy Bundle, because I'm guessing the birth. Either way, it's unmistakably a children's tune. They arrive in front of the room. Ben opens the door, and there she is, Anita, cradling a newborn in her arms. Robin, here's Daddy. Come meet your dad properly, Dad. This must be Robin. Up close, her tiny face resembles a wrinkly mask puffed up like a tiny balloon. She's crying with all the might her new lungs can muster. She's adorable. They both are. Robin looks like a tiny monster from a children's movie. I guess he's in different birds. I don't know. I think he's happy for it. Joy radiates from Anita's tired eyes, a weariness that's nothing to do with the burdens before. Open video 4. The recording is grainy and pictures jump up and down as if the same fragment of tape has been overwritten countless times. Anita and Ben are somewhere on vacation. Towering pine trees and blanket of snow abruptly give way to sun-soaked beaches and murmur of the sea. The dates blur and shift rapidly. The only certainty is that it spans the years between 2002 and 2006. They really did see the world, didn't they? Difficult, all the most intriguing moments are crammed into a flawed segment. Just my kind of video. Maybe some things are meant to stay obscured. View the video clip. Video 7. The recording flickers to life, showing a parking lot in front of the hotel. Anita and Ben stand amongst a number of people. The date reached 17th October 2000. To the right of the couple is a woman in her 30s. This is before Robin's born. Why is the video in such weird order? To the right of the couple is a woman in her 30s with a teenage boy and a small girl beside her. She's smiling, holding the girl's hand. I've never seen that woman before. That's the Anson boy from the wedding. Okay, both valid observations, but still. Never seen a woman before. She seems important to the couple, perhaps due to her position, but the focus doesn't linger on her long enough to catch a clear look at her face. The crowd chants, "Speech, speech, speech," and the camera focuses on Ben, waving at everyone. Thank you for joining us in this greatest of all moments. Your support has been truly important to us all. Special thanks to you, Barb. I owe you much support. Along with Frank and Riley, who will always be like family to me. The cameraman zooms on the woman with the teenager and the girl. She's smiling, and there's a hint of sadness in her eyes. The boy looks obviously embarrassed, while the girl hugs her mum closely. That's Frank and his mum, Riley. Wow. Frank's last name is Anderson. Good to know. Right. This tape seems to be full of surprises. You wonder what you'll see and hear by its end. Ben turns to Anita. She holds him under his arms and they walk to the entrance of the reception area, draped in red tape. Wow. She pulls the scissors from her handbag and cuts the ribbon, holding it with her other hand. The cameraman yells, "Now!" The crowd erupts, shouting, "The motel is now open!" Clapping fills the air. Some even clap their hands over their heads. Right. Confetti flies around Anita and Ben, the wind catching it, scattering it everywhere, like a colourful snow made of pure happiness. It is nice. I'm glad I saw it. If only they knew what the future would bring. Shrug. Why is my life so empty of these moments? It's kind of where I want to go with looking at it. What real risks, have you taken so far? Here's your answer. Damn game. Hitting me where it hurts. Hitting him. What? But what's his name still? Run the video. Anita stands surrounded by a group of people. Ben is nowhere in sight. No familiar faces here. The ambience also looks out of Rue Valley. The date in the corner reads 22nd of August 1998. Is this a celebration of her divorce from Ben? Are the dates out of order? Looks like a graduation ceremony. Because this doesn't look like an ordinary school though. One of the people you've never him before. You've never him what? You've never him seen before. You've never him seen before. Right. Clears his throat. To get everyone's attention, as silence falls, he waves to the cameraman. The record's shaking as the cam guy adjusts something off screen. Suddenly, a song starts playing, muffled like it's from a portable speaker. This song is familiar. Haven't heard this one before. Let's say it's familiar. It stirs something deep within. A distant echo of bygone days. Familiar, yet foreign. He turns to Anita. This is a special moment for you. And all of us as well. I'm proud to give you a reminder of how far you've come since you first came to us. He hands her a small box. Anita gazes at it with a smile, humming along to the song's melody. I hope she opens it. Anita opens and takes out a small plastic token. Wow! Her token. That's the same thing she was holding in her hand tonight and fiddling with. As she smiles, the speaker says, and don't forget, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. The whole group shouts, turn right. Damn, I was wrong. They start clapping and embrace Anita. This feels like a cult. I didn't expect this. Not cult exactly, so. Anita turns to the camera, waving the token while the camera increases the volume and nothing can be heard over the melody. What's going on here? What kind of ceremony is this? What does the token mean? Why does she still have it so many years later? Obviously, what it represents is important. Interesting that Ben is nowhere to be seen. Turn right. I've heard that phrase before. Wait, play Anita's song. You encountered it when you rummaged through her notes. Maybe you should look for more info about it. Okay, is that it? Okay, that felt like a lifetime. And it was a lifetime from their videos. The whole story. Congratulations, Detective. You managed to dig up someone's past and obtain valuable information. Play Anita's song. Anita has a special song that maybe she would like to hear once more. Is there a piano at Colford Belt? You could test your musical abilities. One could hope. Careless driver. Riley is his sister. Who is Riley again? Alright.
What do you mean it's settled? I need the internet. Could you...
I know I'm getting lower in energy than usual, which is saying a lot, but...
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
It's coming up to 10:30, and I just need to find a good spot to wrap this up. Just before the next loop, I say. Just after the next loop, I mean. Ignore. Okay, no animation for that. Let's go now. Piano from Barcelona, playing this song. There she is, just about to argue with Travis. Don't let that happen. Okay. Okay, this is where the power went now. You place your fingers on the dusty keys. You feel silence enveloping the room. You've got this. Be patient, just play. Take a deep breath. You breathe in the air and the song comes into focus. Play the song. You close your eyes and let your intention lead you. And then here we go. No argument. This zoom in is, I don't know, it's putting a smile on my face obviously, but I don't know, it's a good moment. Unexpected. It's very simple, but I should be listening to the song. I wish I could do that. Maybe I should learn again. Or learn properly. One of those things. Okay. Hope this isn't copyrighted music. I thought I was going to get lost in this game, but I need to glean all I can while she's in a good mood, because I wouldn't be able to do it again. Whoa, nice. I didn't know you could sing like that. There's still a lot you don't know about me. I'm going to head to the roof. This was interesting. That was something. Nah, that was better. That was something. Not this. I should start being more cynical, though. You know, I think I'm changing. The sharp edge of her usual anger is gone, replaced by trembling shoulders that shake without rhythm, like a clock wound too tight. Approach her. Your steps draw her attention, and she turns around slowly. Her face carries the tracks of tears, but her expression is something else, like someone pulled out of a deep, distant dream.
That melody. Why did you play it? Here. Now.
I just like the melody, that's all. I didn't know you'd enjoy it.
I did. I loved that song. I'd forgotten how much it meant to me. Especially during one moment in my life, a long time ago. The support group made a thing out of it.
Well,
It wanted me to feel
I felt like it was a support thing.
An achievement. To let me know how important a step it was.
But I thought it was a more recent thing. You know, like Alcoholics Anonymous, sobriety chip or something. And I know now I probably didn't say anything about it, even though I clocked it.
It was the day I'd been clean for a year.
Right, nice. Oh, I think maybe she caused the crash that... She was the driver. She caused the crash that caused Ben to lose his leg. You know what I mean?
It's funny that this song popped up today, alongside another achievement.
What kind of achievement? A half-sarcastic smile lingers on her lips. I really know how to pick a moment. And what achievement is that? Let's be direct this time.
I decided to respect my daughter's and my ex-husband's decisions.
Nice. It didn't sound like it though. Did she? Give up on the motel mortgage repayment? That's what's bothering her. Oh, she'd been carrying it. She took a huge step towards improving their relationship, but at a huge price. I understand, but it seems like an achievement worthy of a song. I don't really understand her.
This might seem like an easy thing to do, but trust me, in my case, it's far from it. Funny, you're the second person I've told all of this today.
Oh, who else should she tell?
And that's not even the strangest part. The first person I told, someone I know and utterly despise. And now here you are, a complete stranger. I couldn't even imagine more opposite people if I tried.
Well, I hope that says good things about me.
Maybe that's the thing, though. We can only be truly honest when the listener either hates us or knows absolutely nothing about us. There's a kind of freedom in having no expectations to live up to.
Interesting point of view. She glances to the side, her gaze distant for a moment, as if some thought really clicked into place. And then, as quickly as it came, it's gone. She turned back to you, smiling.
Thank you for the song and your ear.
You're welcome.
I think I'll stay here for a while.
A small token appears out of nowhere and starts flipping freely through her fingers. If it means so much to her, she's kind of careless with it. Okay. And here we are, at the end of today's stream. Thank you, those of you catching on YouTube
Still
archives.
with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yeah. And we'll see you next time. Oh, can't save the game. I can't save it. Guess because I'm in dialogue. Hang on.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Right. Anyway, this game is taking longer than I expected, and it feels like I haven't done a whole lot, but still, I'm enjoying it. I used to enjoy those old point and click games like Monkey Island and stuff, and this one is making me think because of the whole time leap and psychology of it. Okay, and again, thank you, and we should be able to save and say goodbye. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And I don't know why I'm still here. Anyway, goodbye.
Spit it out already.
And there we go.